What's wrong with that? Suppose we all did that. Fine world we'd have. Everybody going to zoos. It'd be ridiculous, Mr. Vanderhoff. Who would do the work?
There's always people to do the work, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Kirby. You can't stop them. Inventors, they fly the oceans. Mr. Kirby, there will always be people who go down to Wall Street because they enjoy it. Mr. Kirby, I don't think you're one of those people. I think you're missing something.
I'm not aware I'm missing anything.
I wasn't either. Till I quit, that is. I used to be just like you. Get to work 9 o'clock every morning, right on the dime, no matter how I felt. Used to lay awake at nights, wondering whether I got the new business deal or not. Used to worry about the world, too, whether it was going to be Blaine or Cleveland for the next president. It seemed awfully important back then, but who cares now? What I'm trying to say, Mr. Kirby, is I've had the past 35 years to myself, and no one can take that away from me, no matter what they do to the world. See?
Yes, I do see, and that's a very dangerous philosophy, Mr. Vanderhoff. Quite frankly, it's un-American. This is exactly why I'm opposed to this marriage. I don't want Tony to come under his influence.
What's the matter with it, Father?
The matter with it? Why, it's downright communism, that's what it is.
You didn't always think so?
Certainly I did. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. You didn't always think so because there was a time when you wanted to be a trapeze artist.
Don't be ridiculous, Tony.
Oh, I came across those letters you wrote to Grandfather. Do you remember those?
No. How dare you read those letters? How dare you?
You did, Mr. Kirby? Did you wear tights?
Certainly not. The whole thing was absurd. I was 14 years old at the time.
Yes, but at 18 you wanted to be a saxophone player, didn't you?
Tony!
And at 21 you ran away from home because Grandfather wanted you to go into business. It's all down there in black and white. You didn't always think so.
Well.
I may have had silly notions in my youth, but thank God my father knocked them out of me. I went into the business and forgot all about them.
Not completely, Father. There's still a saxophone in the back of your closet.
Tony, we'll discuss this later.
No, I want to talk about it now. I think Mr. Vanderhoff is right. Dead right. I'm not going back to that office. I've always hated it, and I'm not going on with it. And I'll tell you something else. I didn't make a mistake last night. I knew it was the wrong night. I brought you here on purpose.
Tony!
Because I wanted to wake you up. I wanted you to see a real family, as they really were. A family that actually loved and understood each other. You don't understand me. You never had time. I'm not making your mistake. I'm clearing out.
Clearing out? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not going to be put to some business just because I'm your son. No, I'm getting out while there's still time.
But Tony, what will you do?
I don't know. Maybe I'll be a bricklayer. At least I'll be doing something that I actually want to do.
That must be your dad.
Hold that cat,
Grandpa.
Look, Alice, please. Now, Mr. Kirby, Tony's going through the same things that you and I did at his age. In fact, I think if you listen hard enough, you can hear yourself saying the same things to your father. We all did. You know what? We were right. How many of us would be willing to accept back then what we have now? Whatever happened to our dreams, Mr. Kirby? It's only a handful of the lucky ones who can look back and say they even came close. So, before you clean up that closet, I'd suggest you get in a few more good hours on that saxophone.
I beg your pardon, but before I make the leap, how many bills will be for dinner?
Your Highness, may I introduce to you Mr. Anthony Kirby and Mr. Kirby Jr., the Grand Duchess Olga Katrina.
How's that?
How do you do? Before I make the leap, how many bills will be for dinner?
Well, I'd make quite a stack of them, Your Highness. You can never tell.
Good. The Tsar always said to me, Olga, do not be stingy with blinks.
Who did you say that was, Mr. Vanderhoff?
Oh, that was just the Grand Duchess Olga Katrina. She'll be making us dinner.
Ah.
So how about it, Mr. Kirby? Sounds like a nice dinner. Why not stay?
Please do, Mr. Kirby.
How about it, Father? Are we staying for dinner?
Well, Tony, if you care to, I'd like to very much.
Now, if only we could get Alice to send away that cab, Mr. Vanderhoff.
How about it, dear? Looks like a wonderful crowd.
I'm staying house. The family is about to get to know each other in a few months.
Oh, Mr. Kirby. Tony. Oh, Tony.
Darling.
Grandpa, you're wonderful.
I've been telling you that for years, darling.
Grandpa, there's a letter that came through today.
Oh, government again.
How do you do, Mr. Kirby?
Won't you step into my office, Miss Sycamore? I'd like to do a little dictating.
I better tell I can. Well, well, well.
What is it, Grandpa?
Seems I don't owe the government anything. Seems I died 8 years ago.
What do you mean, Grandpa?
You remember the milkman Charlie, buried under my name?
Yes.
Well, I just told them that he was my father. I am actually Mr. Martin Vanderhoff, Jr. In fact, the government apologizes and, it seems that they'd like to send me a refund.
Grandpa, you're an old crook.
Well, sure.
Pardon me, Mr. Vanderhoff.
It was nice of my friends to be on.
Hello there.
How do you do?
Fine, fine. Glad to see you.
What has happened?
It is relaxing.
You may sit down. Dinner will be ready in just a moment. Come on, everybody. Dinner's almost ready. Essie, stop dancing. Mr. Kirby?
Yes, yes.
You will like our action with Mr. Kirby. Oh, but you must be careful of your indigestion, Mr. Kirby.
Nonsense. I can excuse
Well, Miss Sycamore, how's the Adirondacks?
What's your face, Mr. Kirby?
What, everybody? What? Thank you. Mr. DePinner, your hat. Thank you. Well, sir, we'd just like to thank you once again for everything that you've done for us. Seems like everything is going to turn out grandly. Alice is going to be marrying Tony. Well, I think they're going to be very, very happy together. Of course, the fireworks blew up, but that was Mr. DePinner's fault, not yours. Of course, we have to keep our health, but as far as anything else is concerned, we think we'll leave that up to you. Thank you.
Do you like roast beef, Mr. Kirby?